This guy has reportedly spent $30,000 trying to look like David Beckham. Personally, I think it would be easier to pay David Beckham to look like him. Bloody marvellous. Hello, hello. Welcome. Hi, pie. I hope you have had a bloody marvellous day. I certainly have. So, David Beckham comes from the short TikTok reel at the start of the video, and the Springfield donut comes from a couple of days earlier where we were discussing sites to see around Timaru. The donut resulted from a competition around the world where every town named Springfield made their own donut and was related to a Simpsons movie. And the one in Springfield, New Zealand, has just kept their donut. Bloody marvellous. Hopefully I will get to see the donut sometime over the Christmas break when I head down to the South Island. I'm hoping. We'll see how that turns out. Another great busy day. I had planned to do a little bit of marking early in the morning and then head on in to campus I'd head on in for smoko at 10, catch up with the lads, and then I had a meeting with a student at 10:30. I was planning to come home after that, be home around midday and then get stuck into some marking in the afternoon. But, well, students being students, they actually communicate with one another, so word had got around that Maurieos was in town, and so my 10:30 appointment, there was another student there, and we did some work, and then another student turned up, and then another, and so one thing led to another, and I ended up heading for home about 3 o'clockish, I think. Well, yeah, around 2:30, 3 o'clock, and I had planned to pop into Pararubba. Now, I haven't been to Pararubba for years, and they are a shop, and they've been around for years here in New Zealand, and they sell, rubber products, the little things that you put on the bottom of chairs. They're very well known for their para pool. Better than a beach in your own backyard. They're sort of a knock-up sort of pool, and they usually have jandals and or thongs, as you might call them in Australia. And so you go into the shop, and your first thing is the smell of new rubber. And so, it was quite interesting. And then I got what it is I went for. I'm not going to divulge exactly what it is, but it will become clear over the next week or two. It's something that I'm making or building. I may have alluded to it at some point, so maybe people could guess what it is that I got. But anyway, I will reveal. So then I went to come home only to find that, my tank was, empty. So, I went to Waitomo, and, there was a guy sort of parked there, and look, then the train went through. And so then I got my petrol, and from there, I came on home. Now, I got home around about 3ish, and I thought, I want to get some of that marking done. So I worked through till about 7. And I had planned then to mow some lawns and then cook tea and then do my social media. But, the generous nature of myself being what it is, I forwent my lawn mowing and cooked myself and my lovely wife some tea. It was a sort of a beef vegetable stir fry on noodles with perhaps a little too much cayenne pepper and some 5-spice, but it did the job. It was very nice. So yeah, and then into my social media. Bloody marvellous. So no lawn got mowed and a couple of thousand steps. Achievable goals. I've given my title today, and 8 hours of admin, and 86.1, getting close to 85, but definitely trending upwards, I feel, overall. Which of the statements or sentences below is an example of a tautology? A tautology. Put your answer in the comments below the video. The origins of the Molotov cocktail. Well, Moz was the first one in the comments section to answer it chronologically on 22 hours. So he takes the place on the Hall of Fame. However, David from Desmond's Dondas was also on 22 hours, but next up from Moz, which suggests that Moz was in first. And David gave some good insights into the Molotov cocktail, suggesting that actually it may have been invented in Spain, but certainly he was aware that Finland has, by some, been accredited with the invention of it to throw at a person, a Mr. Molotov, who was lobbing real bombs at the Finns. So there you go. Bloody marvellous. Fuel the jet. This has been a maureo presentation, recorded live in our studio at Ngaruawahia, Aotearoa, New Zealand, the land of the long white cloud, place where Kiwis live, in a paradise we like to call God's own country.